before we get to that, you know, we gave a little credit to Josh Shapiro this week, governor of Pennsylvania, getting 95 up and running in just a couple of weeks. But I don't know that you've probably ever heard any love or credit for Jim Kenney on this radio station. So this could be a first. This could be a first. Dawn sending this email to me, and she found this. So Mayor Jim Kenney, his executive assistant, if you're watching on YouTube, I think Daniel Valdez is going to put the picture up, is absolutely gorgeous, totally stunning. And you could argue that these are the only two boobs in City Hall that are remotely competent. Mayor Jim Kenney's executive assistant, and there's two little wrinkles to this story. Number one, she is a star on OnlyFans, which is, I think a $10 a month pay site for guys that like to look at females. I think that's just the best way I could describe it.
It's an understatement.
Not that I've ever gone on there.
But she's an athlete, too. She's fit.
That's correct.
Right? She could kick your you-know-what.
She also moonlights as a pro wrestler.
Oh, really?
Yes.
For what organization?
I don't know. This is behind a paywall, so I only have a little bit of information here. At Philadelphia City Hall, and she's a public employee, so I can reveal the name. She's Gabriella Belpre, Mayor Kenney's executive assistant. But I guess being the executive assistant for the mayor is probably not a lucrative paycheck.
Sure.
So she moonlights on OnlyFans, and she's also a pro wrestler. What do we think about that? Is this, and now if the picture goes up on YouTube, you will see her.
It's up there. It's been up already.
Okay, I got my sheet in front of. Let me see here. Okay, I don't see it up here right now, but it was up.
It was up.
Daniel just came in and told me Monster Factory Pro Wrestling.
Monster Factory Pro Wrestling.
Whatever the hell that is.
She probably gets $30 a match for that.
I was just going to say.
Probably wrestling in local gymnasiums.
Never heard of it.
Me neither.
So I'm going to ask a really dumb question.
Yeah.
Like so OnlyFans isn't only sex then, right? It's what? What does she do on OnlyFans?
I think you can just model and do videos where it's not sexual, it's not naked. You could just be like there on I guess in your lingerie or a bikini. Truthfully, I've never been on it, but I mean it's got a lot of sexual connotation to it.
There's a photo floating around, and Daniel, I don't know if you can find it, of her in lingerie.
Now, here is her LinkedIn page, Gabrielle Belpre, executive assistant, Mayor Kenney's office in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And it says, I've worked in private and public sector jobs throughout my career, have the ability to adapt and work in a fast-paced, high-pressure environment.
Yep. And at night, I will give you a pile driver or I'll hit you with a steel chair, which is really remarkable. I would love to get her. So, boys, if you're listening in the back, we should get her on. I don't care. I don't want to talk to her about the mayor. I don't want to talk about policies. I want to get her on simply to talk wrestling. We could do maybe next year leading up to WrestleMania, when WrestleMania comes to Citizens Bank Park in April. We'll get her on the Friday of the show.
Oh, she graduated from Kappa, Creative and Performing Arts High School of Philadelphia, where my stepson Jonathan graduated from. So she's a Kappa grad.
Navy Prepper on YouTube says he thinks they wrestle at 2400 South Swanson Street in South Philadelphia.
That's interesting.
Well, that's oddly specific.
We wrestle at 2400 Market.
In case his wife's listening, I think I might have heard of her before she.
Wrestling with Swan. That was like the old ECW.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I mean, ECW used to have an arena downtown.
Exactly right.
But she has an IMDb page as well, so she's been in some. Let's see, Hardcore Halloween.
Okay,
that's one of her.
Oh, sounds kinky.
Hardcore Halloween. Let's see, the Stan Styles Intergender Bonanza.
Okay.
Okay, Dark Elevation.
Okay.
These are the names of the IMDb movies. And, so Hardcore Halloween Gabby.
See, this is where we need her to go all wrestling mode now. And I'll get her on the show, and I'll say, hey, Gabriella, since you're into wrestling, you know what you'll understand what I'm saying here. You need to make a heel turn and then, hit Jim Kenney with a steel chair and then flip to the Republican Party. Would be an epic move.
That would be hysterical.
Her stage name is Gabby Ortiz.
Okay.
and says the TV series was a long time coming. She's 28 years old.
Wow. Daniel has a photo of her up on YouTube right now where she's on the
In like a pink bikini.
yeah, she's in a wrestling her wrestling garb. Nice.
So she is trained under cage for 7 years, has grown stronger and more agile through an assortment of weight training and intense wrestling drills. Here's what seriously, I think we need Gabby to do the Tour de Shore. I think she needs to bike on Nick Kayal's team. She's very fit.
She is.
And, she's all about fitness, and she's a local, local superstar. She probably busts Mayor Jim Kenney's chops. Get out there, have some guts, mister.
Yeah.
What do we think she does? By the way, if you're watching right now on YouTube, and there's a ton of you watching, shocker. If you're watching right now on YouTube, please hit the like button. Hit the like button. I want to get to 100 likes. What do you think she does in the mayor's office?
I think she keeps him in line, executive assistant.
Yeah.
The same thing Valdez does, staples papers together.
No, I don't. I think she so she would be in charge of the mayor's schedule. You know, when he's reading and he goes like this, and he's like at the podium and everybody else is speaking, and he goes like this, and he goes, and I care, Philadelphia. She wrote that.
Okay.
She,
Yeah.
Mayor, look up now.
Gabrielle,
Memorize this.
I need more coffee, and we've got that shoulder rub coming up at 11. Don't forget about that.
I don't think so. I don't think that's how it goes.
No,
I
probably
actually
not.
think she actually is in charge of his scheduling.
You think he throws water bottles at her like Chris Christie does his staff?
No, and that's just it, because I think she would like pop somebody in the head.
Sloppy Chris Christie.
She's
a woman on top.
She's lovely.
Yeah.
She's a woman on top.
I mean, I'm serious. She's in charge. She's fit. And this is, she has multiple jobs. She's obviously hardworking.
Yes. Well, that executive assistant salary at $37.5 ain't going to pay the bills these days. Not with Bidenomics.
Right?
And Bidenflation.